Okay, you guys, are we at the point to where now it's just time to get rid of the RV? Let's see. Okay, you guys, we're up to some shenanigans again today. You know, we are never not looking for the next camper. And so it's time. We have been through a few experiences where we kind of just realized it's time to upgrade. And so we are here today at Lazy Days. So this video would be looking at one of the campers that we found. It would be a little bit of a fixer-upper for sure, meaning that there is one issue that Cedric feels like he could take care of, but you know, the cosmetic stuff on the inside, that's not a big deal. So we're gonna take a look at it. Right now, because it's so affordable, guess what? It might be gone. But we're still, he's still checking it out and making sure, and we'll see if there's anything else. So stay tuned. Here we go. Okay, yo guys, this is it. So we're gonna take a look inside. All right, so here it is. Guess what? Our truck can actually pull this sucker. Got the super slider garage, got the thing, just what we needed. Oh my goodness. So they got a pending deal that might fall through as of Friday. So we have to wait and see. This would be perfect.
We have one long storage right here in the middle.
Take a look at it.
Make it work.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This would have been perfect. He doesn't need this. I love the bathroom. I'm trying to think. This would have been good. Here it is. That's perfect storage. I probably would redo the sink. That's cool. Little mirror. Okay, the couch. We definitely get a new couch. One of the boneless couches. Kind of stretch out, and with the little thing. And the table, perfect. Could pull it out and get that L-shaped desk that comes from here and stops right about here for my computers and stuff, without compromising the whole entire space, and get a bigger couch. And it's wide enough. I saw this, but I wasn't sure what was in it. So it's just kind of like storage. Okay. All right. And then fridge. All right. Not much space for my coffee pots and stuff, but we'll make it work. Wow. And then the bedroom with the garage slide out. So TV mount. And then the closet. Oh my goodness. I love that the things are not next to the bed. You know, you got some space. All right, let's talk about it outside. Okay, so you saw the video. You saw it's got some imperfections, some things that need to be taken care of, but it's only $14,000 and we can fix those things. Unfortunately, there is somebody looking to get it financed, and we won't know whether that falls through till Thursday, Friday. So you guys saw, you know, we always getting our hopes up. We're always looking. And that would have just been a perfect happy medium with enough space.
It had a few issues, but it's nothing that would stop anyone from buying it. I promise you that. That thing was super nice. Even the stuff that was wrong, all things that I can fix. And I even got a buddy that was willing to, or is willing to help me if everything goes through. So, man, you guys keep praying for us.
It's exciting. But meanwhile, we'll keep looking. Like I said, we're never not looking to find something that we can upgrade to try to make like a lateral move. You know, the one we got, we pretty much made a lateral move on that one, and that was like out of left field, absolute blessing. They came out to us and was like, which one you want? You pick, we'll make it happen. And $1,200 later, we were in another camper. I'm not even mad
at Camping World. A lot of people talk smack about Camping World, but they say the same thing about Lazy Days and any other manufacturer or dealer that you deal with. I think the experience is individual when it comes down to purchasing an RV, and our experiences with dealing with the dealers has not been the best, but it hasn't been the worst either. And I say that because, you can't expect everything to, you know, be perfect on any RV. And the things that we purchased, knowing that they weren't perfect, isn't a deal breaker for us, because we knew we could fix those things.
I think a lot of problem, he hit the nail on the head. The biggest complaint people have is that Lazy Days or Camping World or somebody promised to fix something, and for whatever reason they didn't. So this is where being a little bit handy comes into play. Because if you get it and they're gonna pretty much tell you whatever, hey, don't worry about it, you can bring it back and we'll fix it, and they're just trying to make a sale. If you know that it's out of your wheelhouse of fixing and you don't get it in writing saying that they're going to fix it or promise to fix it before you pick it up and make sure it's working, that is where a lot of the reviews go negative. A lot of people say, we got it, and within XYZ days, this happened, and they stopped for a turn phone call. Look at it thoroughly. That's when the inspection comes in. But most importantly, if you are a little bit handy, pick something that is within your wheelhouse to take care of, just in case people are shysty, they don't honor what they're telling you. You can still get it done instead of jumping into a money pit on promises. Because a lot of people don't know how to fix RVs. A lot of people are not home handy where you can cut out a floor and put down new flooring. It costs you money on top of the money you just spent, which is thousands. And if you're financing, you leave with a certain expectation they're going to cover you. So all these things are important whenever house hunting, but I just want to say a lot of negative reviews. So you have to take it based on your own experience. I guess I'm saying that. You take it based on your own experience. So when we look at things, I look at it in the mindset of not if Lazy Days or Camping World is going to fix that. It's, can we handle that if need be? Can we fix it? Is it something that if we have to, we can do it, maintain it, so on and so forth? If it's not, I don't even want to look at it, because I don't want to trade something that doesn't have a problem for something with a problem that we ourselves are not equipped to take care of. So that's my little tidbit on that. Take it for what it's worth. Read the reviews, of course, but just realize that reviews are done individually by individual people. You don't know what kind of attitude they had when they went in there. You don't know what kind of attitude the people had. You don't know what needed to be fixed. And people do take advantage of you, so be smart. Check out my checklist. I did a RV checklist that we go by on my Patreon page. You can download that anytime you want to go and take a look at different RVs, give you something to look at. Maybe you don't know what you're looking for. You can check that out, and I'll put a link to that in the description below. But we just want to thank you guys for going with us. We'll keep you updated on what's happening. I know you guys are like, y'all always at an RV show or at somebody's camper, because we're always looking. We're always looking, and we're going to take you guys with us, because I never know what you're looking for, and I might see something that you like, and in your area you like, hey, they got one of those here, I really like that, I'm gonna go check it out. So thank you so much for watching and tuning in, subscribing, and being so loyal and faithful and sweet and kind and all that gushy stuff. And we'll see you at the next stop, because you never know where we might end up. Today we were at Lazy Days. Tomorrow we could be at General RV, who knows. But for now, we're gonna head out. Bye.
See you guys.